Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's get into this story. Kendall Jenner has always been known as the most private one in her famous family. She's calm, she's collected, she avoids unnecessary drama. But in her recent conversation on camera, she opened up about something that shows not everything is easy behind the scenes. And she admitted that her relationship with Caitlyn Jenner, her parent, sometimes feels complicated, emotional, and not always simple to manage. According to Kendall, she deeply loves Caitlyn. That isn't in question. But what she explained is that they often have very different perspectives on certain life topics and ideas. And when those subjects come up, Kendall said she sometimes feels a real sense of frustration. Not because she doesn't care, but because she wants harmony, and it hurts when she can't fully connect. She even admitted that she sometimes has to separate things in her mind just to keep the bond healthy. That comment alone reveals this isn't just a small misunderstanding, it's a deeper challenge that takes effort to navigate. In her own words, Kendall said she still always wants to include Caitlyn. She said she knows Caitlyn doesn't have a huge circle outside of the family. And because of that, she thinks her parent feels lonely at times. That part of her statement became one of the most emotional details, because Kendall basically confessed she doesn't ever want someone she loves to feel left out or sad. She said that no matter what differences exist, family still matters. You still make room. You still try. This is something a lot of viewers connected to because it's actually a very relatable topic. You can love someone deeply and still struggle with their opinions, their choices, or how they see the world. Kendall's honesty highlights that real family life is not perfect. It's not always smooth. It's not always picture perfect like an edited social media post. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it requires maturity and understanding. Kendall is now in her late 20s. She's grown. She has her own identity. She has her own values. And Caitlyn has hers. And that gap, that space between generations, doesn't just vanish by pretending everything is perfect. Kendall's comments were not an attack, not bitterness, not negativity. It was simply an honest admission that love doesn't erase differences. It just means you choose to show up anyway. What makes this moment so interesting is that Kendall rarely shares the personal emotional side of her private relationships. She's not the one who usually cries on camera. She's not the one who usually speaks in long emotional details. But in this moment, her words were calm, thoughtful, and surprisingly vulnerable. And it also shows that even one of the most famous families in the world deals with the same challenges that everyday families deal with, parents and adult children trying to keep a healthy bond, even when they don't think the same way about every topic. Now, the big takeaway here is simple. Kendall is not angry. She is not shutting anyone out. She is trying to stay balanced. She is trying to keep peace. And she is trying to protect love, even when the process is not easy. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a comment below, and share your thoughts, because conversation is how we learn and understand each other better.